On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari condemns use of religion for political ends. Governor Adeleke launches pro-masses 100 days programs. Federal government decries rampant deaths among civil servants in the country. While on the foreign scene, Gambia's vice president dies in India. Good evening, and we're glad to have you join us on the major reports. I am Olubomi Ajiboye Agwola. Despite spending over $1 billion to reclaim Boko Haram held territories in Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe states since 2015, Nigeria's security and that of the Lake Chad Basin remains unstable due to lingering conflicts in Libya, the Central African Republic, and Russia's aggression in Ukraine. President Muhammadu Buhari said this shortly after receiving the award for strengthening peace in Africa conferred on him by the Abu Dhabi Peace Forum in Nouakchott, the Mauritania capital. This is according to a statement signed by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the President, Femi Adesina, titled President Buhari Receives Award for Peace in Africa Lists Condition for Future Harmony. The President premised his argument on the free circulation of all sorts of small and light weapons orchestrated by foreign fighters. He also reasoned that the idleness of African youths and non-inclusion in discussing issues that concern them is providing a steady recruitment pool for the extremist organizations wreaking havoc in various parts of the continent. He urged leaders to place a premium on youth development with more seriousness and actionable ideas in promoting skills acquisition while discouraging idleness. President Muhammadu Buhari has observed that some people hide under the canopy of religion to advance their economic and political agenda, saying continuing education is needed so that the larger populace would not be hoodwinked. He spoke in Nouakchott, Mauritania, while meeting with Rashad Hussein, U.S. Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom. He recalled his meeting with former President of the United States, Donald Trump, where he told them that the issue in Nigeria is not religious but rather criminal, and the usage of religion by some criminal elements to further their economic and sanctions political interest. The president, who noted that the majority of people to practice their religions without problem, decried same people who always cash in on religious misunderstanding for their own ends. In his remarks, Ambassador Hussein said the United States is interested in partnering with Nigeria in the area of formal and non-formal education towards religious harmony in the country. Chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, says the electoral body is planning to conduct mock accreditation to voters ahead of this year's general elections. Professor Yakubu said this while delivering a lecture titled Nigeria's 2023 Election Preparation and Priority for Electoral Integrity and Inclusion at the Royal Institute of International Affairs, London. He maintained that the exercise is necessary in order to convince those who have expressed strong reservation about the functionality of the biomodal voters accreditation system. Professor Yakubu disclosed that the Commission has taken delivery of the entire beavers for the elections, noting that the INEC is on course to perform functional and integrity tests before deploying them for the elections, assuring of determination to conduct a successful poll. The INEC boss added that logistic management system, which uses Android application and web dashboard to track election materials from procurement through storage to delivery, has been established. In the meantime, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, has disclosed that 538 security agents will be deployed for the next general elections. He explained that the commission needed 1,265,227 external officials ahead of the 2023 elections. He added that it had accomplished 11 out of the 14 activities in its timeline for the exercise. Security personnel who will man the polling units will include policemen and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps personnel. This is as the Senate said the electoral body had no excuse as far as the required credibility of the coming general elections was concerned, because the upper chamber had met all the requirements of the commission. But speaking at the Chatham House, London, United Kingdom, the INEC chairman, in his presentation titled Nigeria's 2023 Elections, Preparation and Priorities for Electoral Integrity and Inclusion, allayed fears, stressing that the election will be held as scheduled. Speaking further, the INEC boss said issues such as the security challenge and attacks on its assets were beyond the Commission's powers, noting that, however, it was tackling vote buying or voter bribery by political parties and candidates. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has reiterated his administration resolve to continue supporting the security services in Osun State. Governor Adeleke stated this at Osun State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Okeayekpe Oshogbo, during the passing out ceremony on weapon handling and unveiling of emergency response lines towards 2023 electioneering. Governor Adeleke, who was represented at the occasion by the Secretary to the State Government of Osun, Honorable Teslim Igbalaye, noted that only a secured society can enhance its delivery of good governance for the people of the state. Governor Adeleke therefore used the avenue of the occasion to call for an urgent meeting of the heads of security agencies in order for them to find a lasting solution to the challenges facing them and the state. In another development, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has launched a six-pronged project to touch the lives of Osun masses in the all local government areas of the state. According to the spokesman to the governor, Malam Rashid Olawale, the six-pronged project included provision of potable water in 332 towns and villages, one in each of the 332 wards in the state, complete renovation of 30 schools, one per local government, including portable water, and the provision of at least 50 computers with internet services in each renovated school. Rehabilitation of 332 primary health care centers, one in each of the 332 wards in the state. Enrollment of 3,000 Osun citizens in the health insurance scheme free of charge. The government of Governor Adeleke has also initiated the rehabilitation of 9 major roads, one per federal constituency, targeted at reducing the high infrastructure deficit facing the state. Governor Adeleke is also implementing an ongoing ICT and tech innovations program, which include the making of first state ICT policy. Borrowing from banks and other financial institutions is one of the ways through which both small and medium-scale businesses finance their businesses. However, many entrepreneurs in Nigeria have often complained about inadequate access to credit facilities coupled with high interest rates. In this special report, Oluchi Amoda examines how borrowing impacts on businesses in Nigeria.
It's a middle-income mixed economy, and the major markets with expanding manufacturing, financial, service, communications, technology, and entertainment sectors. Nigeria is ranked as the 31st largest economy in the world in terms of nominal GDP and the 27th largest in terms of purchasing power parity, and it is the largest in sub-Saharan Africa. The country's economy is going through challenges, especially in the areas of ease of doing business as a result of infrastructure decay, which has led to the closure of many businesses with its attendant loss of jobs. However, while many businesses continue to close down, others are emerging. This particular trend is building up because a number of youth are gradually embracing entrepreneurship. One of the ways entrepreneurs have been keeping their means of livelihood afloat is through acquisition of loans from commercial banks. A financial expert, Mr. Adesoya Olopade, speaks on the huge benefits derivable for individuals and corporate bodies that have access to credit facilities to finance their businesses.
No businessman can have enough to trade. By the time, let's take those of micro traders, for example. If you don't have money, when you want to start your business, you either borrow from relatives, you borrow from friends. But in the circulation now, many people have enough money to borrow other people. So that's the essence of approaching your financial institution, to borrow you, just to expand your business and to enable you to do business as it's supposed to be. Because if you want to do business and you don't have enough money and you don't have anywhere to go for credit facility, definitely your business may collapse.
Recent report released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, indicated that banks in the country borrowed the sum of 21.87 trillion naira from the Apex Bank via the standing lending facility window and repurchased lending platform in 2020. The CBN financial data noted that the amount represents a 200% increase compared to the 5.744 trillion naira recorded via the same window in 2022. The figure, according to the data, represents a 19.3% decrease when compared to the 27.08 trillion naira banks borrowed from the Apex Bank in 2021. Speaking on this development, Mr. Olapade stated that it is a good thing that banks have been borrowing money from the central bank, which they made available to their customers. He, however, advised business owners who want to borrow money from banks to have a laid-down repayment plan that will not jeopardize the growth of their businesses.
Once they see where to go and work and take pay, there won't be any problem of unemployment again. That one will solve our problem of unemployment, and the